Let us see operators in C programming language. So coming to the definition of the operator, operator is a symbol that represents certain operations that has to be performed on the values. So there are 8 different types of operators that are used in C programming language for performing various calculations. So the first one is the arithmetic operator, followed by it relational operators, logical operators, assignment operator, increment decrement operators, conditional operators, bitwise operators, and special operators. So let us see the operators one by one. The first one is the arithmetic operator. So these are all the basic operators that we use in normal mathematical calculations like addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. So the addition operation in C++ or C programming is performed using plus symbol, and subtraction is performed by minus symbol, and multiplication is performed by asterisk, and division is performed by backslash, and modulo division is performed by percentage symbol. So the difference between normal division and modulo division is, so the normal division, the backslash operator returns quotient as output, and in the modulo division, the percentage symbol returns the remainder of the division as output. So let's see these operators with an example. So here a C program has been written to explain the operations performed by these arithmetic operators. So let us see one by one. So here we are taking two variables A and B to store the inputs that receive from the user, and the result of these the operations addition is stored in the variable add, and the subtraction result is stored in the variable sub, and multiplication result is stored in the variable mul, and division in div, and the remainder is stored in the remainder variable. So that is the model, the result of the modulo operation is stored in the rem variable. Okay. So here the plus symbol adds the value of A with B, and using the assignment operator the result is assigned to add. So here this minus operator subtracts B from A, and this star or asterisk operator multiplies A with B, and this backslash divides A by B, and this modulo operator just divides A by B and returns the remainder as output. So the print statements prints the results of all the operators that has been stored in the respective variables like add, sub, mul, div, remainder, etc. So the next operator is the relational operator. So from the name itself we can get that this operator is going to relate to different aspects. So here we are just going to relate to different values. So based on the output, the 0 and 1 are returned. So here the uh, relational operators listed are less than operator, less than or equal to, greater than or equal to, and then not equal to. Coming to the less than operator, so it checks whether the value of the operand that is placed before it is less than the value of the operand that comes after the less than symbol. So similarly, the remaining operators also performs their respective operations. Here the second operator less than or equal to checks whether the preceding operand is less than or equal to the succeeding operand. Let's see the explanation of these operators with an example program. So in this program, as usual, we are taking two values A and B as input, and here this less than operator checks whether the value of A is less than B. If it is less than, if A is less than B, then it returns 1 as output, indicating that the comparison is true. So similarly, the A less than or equal to B. So here this comparison is done to check whether A is less than or it is equal to B. So if it becomes true, then 1 will be returned indicating true, or 0 will be returned if this condition is not satisfied. So similarly, the remaining operators also perform the respective comparison operations. Coming to the next operator is the logical operator. So here these logical operators are used to make decisions. So the first is logical and the second is logical or, and the third is logical not. So normally this AND operator is used in a situation where we want two conditions to be true. So if the two conditions are true, then this operator will return the result as true. That is, 1 it will return. This OR operator checks two conditions and it returns 1 if any one of the condition is true. So this logical NOT just it negates the value that is produced by the operators. If the true value is returned by an operator, it negates the value, that it converts true to false. Similarly, if the false is returned, this negate operator will, or the not operator will negate the value to be true. Let's see these operators with an example. So here also we are taking two values as input, and here you check this AND operator checks for two conditions, whether A is less than B. At the same time, the A should not be equal to B. So if these two conditions are satisfied, then this AND operator will return 1, that is true, as output. Similarly, the OR operator, it also checks two conditions, but if either of the condition is true, then it will return 1 as output, that is true as output. So this operator equal to checks whether A is equal to B. If it is equal, then it will return 1 as output.